I'm Jim Purcell. I serve as an arbitrator in complex commercial, healthcare, and insurance disputes. Parties choose arbitration because it is meant to be more efficient and focused and conducted usually by a subject matter expert. My role is to help ensure the process delivers on that promise while remaining fair and credible for everyone involved. I bring more than 30 years of experience as a trial lawyer, along with senior business experience as a CEO and a COO. Having been an advocate, a client, and now a neutral, I approach arbitration with a unique understanding of the complex business disputes, healthcare, and insurance. The difference parties notice early on is I set a tone of professionalism rather than benign hands-off. This ensures that counsel knows that the arbitration will, in fact, be speedier, less expensive, and fair. This explains not only how I approach arbitration, but my commitment to assisting counsel in providing a dispute resolution process that is much preferable to court litigation. In arbitration, legal skill and subject matter expertise are crucially important, of course. But what distinguishes an effective arbitration is how the process is structured and managed from the outset. I approach arbitration as a more efficient and effective method of resolving complex business disputes. This means I keep a tight schedule. I manage discovery to ensure speed and less expense. Up front, I tell counsel that we owe this to the arbitral process and to their clients who chose arbitration in the first place. I take responsibility for the process. That means being willing to be decisive rather than allowing counsel who might yearn for in-court discovery and litigation behavior to transform an arbitration into court litigation. I do this by working with counsel professionally to achieve that outcome. In my arbitration cases, I address the arbitration process by keeping close tabs on progress, requiring periodic updates, and inserting myself to keep up with the agreed schedule. I give great importance to the client's perception of fairness. In practical terms, fairness in arbitration means both the reality and the appearance of fairness, respect, and allowing parties to be fully heard. I ensure parties perceive the process to be fair by explaining why I do what I do, namely give the clients what they contracted for: quick, less expensive, totally unbiased, and fair expert dispute resolution. Arbitration works best when it remains disciplined and purposeful. When process becomes unfocused, parties lose the efficiency they sought in the first place. I take an active approach to case management. I work with counsel to establish scope, scheduling, and how issues will be presented. I use regular focused status discussions to maintain momentum and avoid misunderstandings. I continue to anticipate issues between hearings and procedural milestones so that counsel are not left guessing about next steps or timing. I do that not only using a comprehensive scheduling order, but constant updates. I do not leave it totally to counsel to ensure schedule compliance. I am mindful of discovery and motion practice, and I work hard to keep both proportional to what the case actually requires. Many discovery and pre-hearing disputes are legitimate, but too many are tactical delays and harassment. The goal is to address these problems attentively to advance the legitimate issues and discourage those that are unhelpful to the process. Finally, I work to ensure there are no procedural surprises. Counsel should know what will be addressed, how evidence will be handled, and what to expect as the matter proceeds. That clarity supports effective preparation, it preserves confidence in the process, and it enhances the perception and the reality of fairness. I review the record carefully and prepare thoroughly before reaching a decision. In deciding cases, I apply legal analysis, of course, while remaining attentive to the practical and business implications of the dispute. Most awards are reasoned and not summary. I'm mindful that a reasoned award must not only decide the dispute, but also clearly explain both factually and legally why I decided as I did. And this is so counsel can fully explain it to their clients. A well-reasoned award enhances the perception of fairness when the parties understand that I, as the arbitrator, fully took their theories into account and why I adopted or rejected them. I feel I owe it to counsel and the parties to fully explain myself. Counsel's worked hard to present their cases, and the clients are emotionally and financially invested in the outcomes. They deserve no less. I believe the right arbitrator is one who is professional, collegial, and fully prepared, of course. An arbitrator who will not be distracted from the real issues or persuaded by unsupported rhetoric. If you select me as arbitrator, you can expect a professional and collegial approach. Counsel who understand and comply with my approach find arbitrating with me to be less stressful and more predictable. My objective is to create an environment where counsel and the parties feel that their preparation has been heard and understood, and confident that the arbitration was handled fairly, expertly, and with full appreciation of their cases, regardless of the outcome. By the end of an arbitration, with me, parties usually feel heard, understood, and respected. Or as one counsel said recently, I didn't like the result, but both my client and I understood it, and we felt we were fully heard and had our day in court.